Hey there, golf fans, and welcome back to our channel. Today, we have a special treat for you, a golf horror story featuring none other than professional golfer Wyndham Clark. You might know him as a long-driving, aggressive player who's made waves on the PGA Tour, but today, we're going to tell you a different kind of story. One that's sure to send chills down your spine. It all started on the night when Wyndham had just won a major tournament. He was celebrating with friends and family at a local bar, when suddenly, something strange happened. The lights flickered, the music stopped, and a mysterious figure appeared on the dance floor. It was tall, slender, and shrouded in darkness, with glowing eyes that seemed to stare into Wyndham's soul. At first, Wyndham and his friends thought it was just a prank. Maybe someone in a Halloween costume or a practical joke played by one of their buddies. But as the figure grew closer, they realized that something was off. Its movements were too fluid, too graceful, and its eyes glowed with an eerie, otherworldly light. Wyndham and his friends tried to leave the bar, but the doors were locked and they couldn't escape. They were trapped, with the figure looming over them like a dark cloud. And then, just as suddenly as it had appeared, the figure vanished, leaving Wyndham and his friends shaken and confused. At first, they tried to laugh it off, to tell themselves that it was just a weird coincidence, a fluke of the lighting or their imaginations playing tricks on them. But as the night wore on, they couldn't shake the feeling that something had changed. There was a heaviness in the air, a sense of foreboding that hung over them like a dark cloud. Wyndham tried to focus on the positive, on the fact that he had just won a major tournament and had his whole career ahead of him. But no matter how hard he tried, he couldn't shake the feeling that something was wrong. Over the next few weeks, strange things began to happen to Wyndham. He would wake up in the middle of the night, feeling like he was being watched, like there was something lurking just beyond the edge of his vision. He would see strange shapes and shadows moving in the corners of his eyes, and hear whispers and murmurs in the darkness. At first, Wyndham tried to ignore it, to tell himself that it was just his imagination playing tricks on him. But as the days turned into weeks, and the weeks turned into months, he knew that something was seriously wrong. He began to feel like he was losing his grip on reality, like the world around him was shifting and changing in unpredictable ways. He would see things that no one else could see, hear sounds that no one else could hear, and feel a sense of dread and unease that seemed to follow him wherever he went. Wyndham's friends and family tried to reassure him, to tell him that it was all in his head, that he was just stressed out or overtired. But Wyndham knew that it was something more than that. He knew that the figure he had seen in the bar that night was real, and that it was still watching him, still haunting him, still waiting to claim him as its own. So what do you think, golf fans? Did Wyndham really encounter a ghostly figure that night, or was it all just a figment of his imagination? We may never know for sure, but one thing is certain: this is a golf story unlike any other. If you